Hey there, Dani K coming to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip is about better bone health. Everybody says as you get older, especially women, men can do it too. Men can lose bone density, but definitely women, our bone density definitely decreases as we get older. So the main thing, obviously we need calcium. Dark green things give us calcium. Dark green, like vegetables, broccoli, kale, that kind of thing. A lot of people say, oh, milk and cheese. Well, milk and cheese, for me, if you've ever done a meal plan, that's on the avoid list. That kind of dairy stuff, it creates mucus in your system. It leads to, more allergy issues. There's also studies that, with all of that mucus from the milk and the cheese and all that from the dairy, increases your risk to having cancer. So, and with a glass of milk, I think it is that you're only getting like 17% absorption of calcium. With a slice of cheese, you're only getting 3%. So really, you're not getting a lot of calcium through that. Definitely, you get 100% calcium through or vitamin D, I guess, through the sun. So, but with calcium, you got your green leafy, your dark green things that have calcium. There's a lot of foods that have good calciums. You can look it up, you can Google it, and do it that way. Me personally, I would suggest staying away from the milk and the cheese, that dairy kind of stuff. But the major way, no side effects whatsoever, unless you lift wrong, but increasing, doing weight resistance, that's going to increase your bone density. I know years ago, that's what kind of got my mom into the gym, and she's always been active and all that stuff. But what happened was she did a bone density, obviously, went through those stages of the physicals and the tests and everything that you have to go through or whatever, and they found that her bone density was decreasing. So they kept trying to put her on this and put her on that, and at one point she was going to be some guinea pig for some liquid calcium that was going to be injected into her belly. I looked at these side effects and I'm just like, you know what, I've had enough of this crap from these doctors. Granted, I'm not a doctor, but I do know that if you do weight resistance training, you will increase your bone density. Weight-bearing exercises increases bone density, period. And one thing, about all of that, I was going through and looking at all the side effects. It was this, and this, the liver and the kidney and the bleh. I'm like, seriously? No. Me personally, I would suggest you, coming to the gym, let me train you, blah, blah, blah. And, and see how that goes. Well, then, of course, she told the doctor she wasn't going to do that injection. And the doctor scared her by saying, oh, well, you're going to break bones then when you get into the gym. Well, first of all, I'm not going to make her lift, and I wasn't going to make her lift 250 pounds that she's not going to be able to handle. It's weight-bearing exercises, not, weight exercises that you can't freaking handle, okay? So any weight-bearing exercises that you can handle for you and your strength, and your age and all that kind of stuff is what's going to help you increase bone density. So, I was almost ready to go to the doctor and ream him out for scaring my mother, thinking that I'm going to break her bones because she's going to lift weights. Duh. You know what I mean? Like, it really pissed me off. So we did those weight-bearing exercises, and whatever the time frame was, months later or whatever, 6 months, whatever it was, that she got retested, her bone density went up. And the doctor said, well, what are you doing? How are you doing this? If you're not doing this, this, and this, what are you doing? And she said, well, I'm training with my daughter, who is a personal trainer, and she is showing me the proper way of lifting and increasing my bone density through weight-bearing exercises. He still insisted that she was going to break bones, but right here is, everything that he was telling her that she needed to do, all of that stuff was coming back positive, that her bone density was increasing. So long story long, you know, for me, you know, that doctor was a freaking, not that he was an idiot, but, you know, but he wanted to push those drugs. And of course, that's what they do. They push drugs instead of doing the weight-bearing exercises. So please, 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 if you're, you know, I mean, I'm September 1st, I'm 46 this month. I'm pretty sure my bones are damn good, and of course as I get older they're gonna, you know, weaken, but I'm trying to, you know, prevent that through, you know, the weight-bearing exercises. So, and you can increase. My mom at that time was late 50s, 58, 59, somewhere around there, so 60, something like that. So, and she increased her bone density. So, you know, it's never too late to do this stuff. And it's never too late to increase your bone density. It's never too late to increase your lean tissue. The thing is, the key is to do it, and to do it safely. It's definitely going to help, you know, and there's no side effects. There's no bad side effects, you know. When I was reading all that stuff from, you know, the liquid calcium injections, you know, it was going to cause this, and this, or could possibly cause this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, you know. And, you know, I said, at what point, you know, what is increasing, you know, what does weight-bearing exercises, what is that going to do? You know, it's going to do this, it's going to do this, all the good positive things. You know, yes, you take a chance of injuring yourself, but if you're working with a professional, if you know what you're doing, or if you're working with somebody that does know what they're doing, chances are you aren't going to get injured. And, you know, so that's my tip for you, for us women that are getting older, and, you know, we're not doing weight-bearing exercises and we're worried about our bones, and the doctor's trying to prescribe, you know, XYZ medicines. Please don't take the medicines. Well, I guess I can't tell you that. My suggestion is, if it's just bone density increasing medicines, I personally would say, let me try the, you know, the weight-bearing exercises first, because there's no bad side effects with that. And, you know, but you have to do what you have to do. You know, you Google the stuff. Be your own advocate it's basically what I'm saying. You know, be your own advocate. If the doctor's telling you to do something, it might be good for you. But Google it, check it out. You know, if it's just bone density specific, you know, increasing that bone density, just that specific, definitely look into it and definitely see what the side effects are, and give weight-bearing exercises a go. And that is one of the healthiest main ways that you are going to increase your bone density. Again, get with somebody that knows what they're doing so that you don't injure yourself. And, you know, check out all things before actually committing to one thing. You know, did that with my mom with cancer and all that stuff, and you know, being your own advocate. You have to be your own advocate, because you're gonna have people telling you what to do, and if you do it without looking into it, searching it, researching it, and getting second and third opinions, you might end up hurting yourself more so than what's good. So my specific suggestion to you all, not disclaiming, not putting down any doctors, I promise, but you know, I would definitely say try the, you know, the weight-bearing exercises first, and see how that gets you, see where that gets you, and you know, it's gonna work, I promise. So stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.